Hello and welcome to the Eco Florist Society. Today we're going to be making a summer bouquet with this massive bucket of different bits. So I've got these from the local cutting garden. I love it this time of year, you can just go and sort of pick your own things and everything's in bloom. And the first thing I normally do when I make a bouquet is just lay everything out in separate piles so I can see what I'm working with, even though I like it all in one big bucket, but it's much easier to work with. So let's do that first. So I'll quickly talk through what I've got here. So I've got some lovely garden roses, some dill, little cornflowers, some bunny ears, nigella, hydrangeas, scabiotha, snapdragons, poppy heads, some other kinds of hydrangeas, some sedum, astrantia, sweet peas, eucalyptus, camellia mollis, amaranthus and gypsophila. And I've also got these ferns and some lovely grasses at the side so I can just grab them when I need them. So I'm going to start. First of all, make sure you've always got a pair of secateurs, which I don't. There we go, make sure you've always got a pair of secateurs. And also because we work on a zero waste basis, I always make sure I've got like a little tin or something just to pop all of the extra leaves and thorns and everything in, because you'd be amazed at how much waste just comes from one bouquet. So I just pop that down beside me. My base bouquet is on 3 different things, on textures, so I like to have lots of different textures and delicate bits and bobs in it. Colour, mainly muted, pastel kind of colours, and scent. So I've got some lovely sweet peas and eucalyptus which smell amazing, and hopefully they're just going to bring the whole bouquet to life. So I'll shut up and begin now. So I'll start with this larger garden rose as the centre, and what I like to do is sort of protect it with a couple of bits of foliage, and I'm going to use some eucalyptus so the centre smells really nice. I'm not going to spiral the first bits at the beginning just because I like to sit them together like that. It just smells so nice. And then what I'd normally do is put something a little bit more dressy next to it, so that it's like camellia mollis. So I think the colours of the lime and the pink go really well together, so I'll probably just sit them like that. I have to put things together and see what you like. I probably go for a sweet pea, just to bring a bit of white and neutral in there, and then a poppy head. The good thing to do is I've got a mirror behind me so I can see the bouquet and how it's going to hold. There's roses I want you to stick with it. So yeah, I recommend always having a mirror behind you so you know, you can sort of see what's going on. Next I'm going to have this little tiny bit of gypsophila, pop that there. And maybe a dill flower. And as I'm turning, I'm trying to make it look lovely on all sides. A little hydrangea there. Maybe a snapdragon. So you want to build like a really nice centre, so it's got a lot of different delicate details. The person who's holding it, or is people who are looking at it, can really look in and see lots of different things, lots of different just lovely little bits. And flowers do all of the hard work for you really, you just have to sort of put them together how you like them. But what I really love about floristry is that everyone has such different styles. Anyway. And then these beautiful scabies, like the stem on this, I just think is lovely. I like a wiggly stem, so I can put that there. Sort of let that pop out. And then I will grab a grass. So once you've got a base and you're happy with it, then what I do is just add lots and lots of bits of detail into it. So I'm going for a sort of a round shape, but if it goes a little bit off that, then that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to pop another rose on this side. This is a slightly smaller one, so I'm just going to pop it over this side, like so. So what you want is for when someone's turning, it looks different on all different sides, but also really lovely. Another sweet pea. And amongst the delicate bits, you want to just be able to bulk out some of the weight with foliage, so it's a bigger shape. Because often I work quite small everything I make ends up like, much smaller than anyone else's, but so I like to add a bit more foliage so it looks a bit more poofy, as it were. I really love these hydrangeas, the green ones. And yeah, so I'm just looking for spaces, as you can see, like right here or here. But I think I'm going to pop it there. Okay. The roses will drop, so I just like to bring everything up, but you can do it at the end. And a scabious hedge. And a bit of grass. I like to have bits above that sort of, so then it sort of bounces around like this. Looks lovely. Any bits of leaves or anything that are below where you're holding the bouquet in your hands, you need to take off because you don't want anything below where you're going to tie it off. More gypsum. Little bunny, I love these little bunny ears. What I also like about the cutting gardens is that, for example, I only managed to get one astrantia this time, that was all that was left. It's sort of alrightish condition, but I've got it on like a 3 spring prog, so you can put it one side and then stretch it to the other side so it looks like there's more than one. There we go. So mainly I like to have delicate things at the top and more weighty things at the bottom, so I'll grab one of these hydrangeas and sort of place it more towards the bottom. So it's really nice to have sort of airy-fairy things at the top, but make sure it's solid for someone to hold at the bottom. Those things of making a bouquet, it's really hard to know when to stop. Because I'm making this particular one for my friend who's not very well, I thought I'd just use all the nice things in there. So basically I just keep turning and turning, adding different detail. There's another little cute rose there. And if you turn it towards you, and see where it's missing. Look, I think it looks really sweet just nestled in there. Just going to pop them in there. Just keep looking at it and pulling out the bits. So as I said, they will move. And anything that you want to feed through the middle. So I've got a scabious seed head here. I think it'll look nice just in that little bit, so you just feed it through here. Perfect. And I think I'm going to double up on that one. Just a couple there. If a little bit falls off like this, a bit back of me in mollets, which is perfectly fine. I'll normally just hang it upside down to dry it on my ladder, which I'll show you later. And yeah, I'll use it for something else, like a headdress or a buttonhole or something, because I don't like to waste anything at all. I've still got this big hydrangea to use. I think. Yeah, pop it there, everything else. So because I didn't use any plastic, I didn't use cellophane or anything to wrap and finish a bouquet, I like to protect the sides with a little bit more foliage. So I've got these ferns here, and I'll act as a sort of barrier. So if I protect this rose that's just sitting on the outside there. Just to protect the vulnerable areas around the sides, and also just to finish it off. The last thing to do is to tie it off with a piece of string. I've got recycled twine here, which I've used a couple of times. So just wrap it around near the top And then you can put the bouquet down and wrap it around again. Just a little knot there. And then what I like to do is finish it off with a ribbon. And then what you do, I probably should have done this before the ribbon, is tip your bouquet upside down and cut them all the stems to an even length. Normally if this is a bridal bouquet, you'd be cutting them a lot shorter so she could hold them in her hand, but because I'm doing it for my friend and it's going to be in a vase, I can do it a little bit longer. Love the sound of that. Yeah, there we go. Couple of tweaks, but I'm just about happy with it. Put that in the vase for now. Ooh, make sure the stems are in so they're nice and fresh. And then the ribbon can hang over the side. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!